Hi besties, and welcome back to another video on Kitsune. Today we are working on decorating the museum, and I have to keep it so for real with you guys. I actually despise decorating the museum on all of my Animal Crossing islands. I don't know what it is about the museum. I don't know if you guys remember the OG version of the museum that didn't have those red banners. There used to be this middle building that would appear that didn't have the red, and I used to leave the museum in that little version all the time because I don't like the pop of red. I just feel like it's never the vibe. And yeah, it's just always so weird to try to make it work. So for this build, my idea was to do a little book area for Blathers, study area slash place for people to kind of check in and hang out before they go into the museum. I wanted to keep the build super symmetrical and pretty simple, and I ended up just putting a million pine trees behind the museum to fill up the space back there. And yeah, I don't know, I just always feel the least motivated to do this build for whatever reason. I feel like every time I end up doing something very similar to this. So definitely let me know what you tend to do for your museum on your Animal Crossing island, because I would absolutely love to leech some inspiration from you guys for the next museum that I do on my next Animal Crossing island. But for this one, I'm just kind of going with the flow, placing down some pathing here so that we have a little rough path leading over to each side of the bookcase. I recently added this rustic looking asphalt path to the island, and I'm really loving it. I feel like it makes a really nice transition from the actual road to this code. Definitely super glad that I downloaded this one. I did skip over quite a bit of me laying the pathing because I just feel like it's a little bit boring for you guys to watch. Let me know if that is something that you guys want me to include at some point. I know some people do like to see how I lay the different patterns down, but for the most part, I feel like it's a pretty easy thing for me to skip over. And then I just wanted there to be a little sitting area over here, a place to hang out. I absolutely adore these metal and wood table chairs that we got in the 2.0 update. I think they're so cute, but my only gripe with them is that your character cannot sit in them if they're facing the table, and that makes me so sad. Nintendo, why did you do this to us? It's literally so sad. And then I decided to put some of the fencing kind of behind the bookshelf, just to kind of make this area look a little bit more full and kind of separate it from the natural area that is going to be behind there. It was honestly so annoying trying to place this fencing though. I feel like I'm such a lazy decorator and I don't like picking up items once I've placed them. So when I'm trying to clutter up an area, I feel like I make myself so irritated sometimes just because I'm being lazy. I don't know if you guys can relate to that, but I don't know. I just am a weirdo with this game for whatever reason. But yeah, so here's what we're going with for Blather's little check-in area slash study area. It's pretty simple and I wanted to kind of keep it that way. But changing gears here, while I have you hanging out in the video, I do want to say that we are doing a super fun charity fundraiser over on my Twitch channel. Saturday the 14th, we'll be raising money for the Trevor Project, which I will put a link to their website in the description box if you want to learn more about the Trevor Project and all that they do. But I really wanted to do some sort of charity fundraiser for Pride Month, and I'm just so excited. This is my first fundraiser that I've ever done on my Twitch channel, which honestly I want to do so many more. Some really fun incentives planned and some giveaway boxes as well. So if you're interested in joining the fun, it'll be Saturday the 14th, and I would love to see you guys over there. My Twitch channel is linked in my description box below. And yeah, I mean, I highly recommend that you just come hang out in general. We actually have already finished this island over on Twitch, so I'm trying to catch you guys up here on YouTube, but I am the slowest editor and voiceover in the entire world, so please excuse me for just being horrible at keeping up with editing videos. But I'm probably gonna bombard you with a bunch of them really quickly, so strap in, grab a cozy drink, and be ready to watch the end of this island coming together. I really did enjoy trying out this theme. This is only my second time ever doing a Japanese inspired island, but my first one was a Studio Ghibli themed, so I feel like it didn't really count because I leaned so heavily into the Studio Ghibli inspired elements that I don't feel like it was as explicitly Japanese inspired as this island is. And yeah, I just have been really having so much fun with it. But the next island is already kind of happening over on Twitch. So if you are a curious bean and you want to see what I'm getting up to, highly recommend coming and hanging out over there. Also, we're just a vibe, you know, like we just have a good time. I am quickly wrapping up this build by just filling in the area with just like the common items that I've used all over the entire island. I tried to pick like a few specific flowers and specific items that I was going to use to create filler areas. So you can kind of see it was like the bamboo tree, the green mums, wheat fields, heavy on the wheat fields, some fencing, some rocks, and it honestly makes decorating the island so much easier if you have like some sort of formula like this that you're following that you can just place down when you have a weird, awkward area that you just want to look finished. I highly recommend that if you're running into like some decorator's block or you just generally don't feel motivated to do the island. But yeah, ignore this little fossil that went here. We don't want him there. So we're just, you know, we're just gonna we're just gonna get rid of that guy real quick. But yeah, here is the finished build. I really hope you liked it, and I will catch you very soon in the next one. Bye.